Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are doing my 10th storing photo cards video in the series. I have 83 photo cards to put away today, I know because I precisely counted this time. And I will be putting away at least one photo card in each of my binders / collect books. So as you can see, I have some red velvet cards here. I also have some aespa. I have a ton of SSERAFIM cards, both easy era and crazy era. I have one ITZY card, a good amount of I-DLE cards, and then just one Seulgi card that I will be putting away in my Seulgi collect book. And I actually do have more photo cards to put away than what you see here, but I'm actually going to save them for a different video. So I recently got my Red Velvet 10th anniversary merch yesterday in the mail. So I do have 3 things from that, and then I just recently also got a shipping notification for my K-Town For You order that has all the Red Velvet tour merch in it as well. So more photo cards will be coming in that as well, but I wanted to do a separate video of those things. I just thought it would be a nice little extra video while we wait for the October comebacks to come out. Obviously, pretty soon going to be having an ITZY unboxing and then an aespa unboxing as well. But yeah, you can look forward to that Red Velvet merch video. Probably won't be a long video, but it will definitely be upcoming in the future. But I think that's all that I want to say in the intro, so I'm going to go ahead and just get started, and I think we're going to start with Red Velvet. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the Red Velvet binder. I do have a couple eras to put away tonight. So I have some Cosmic, one Red Summer card, which you've already seen in the intro. It's the Irene that was right on top. And then I also do have some SMCU Palace cards to put away. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the Cosmic cards. All right, so these are all the Cosmic cards that I have to put away. We have an Irene, a Wendy, and then several Joys. So I just got to figure out where these go. I do think this Irene on top goes right here. I do think it's a photo book card. Yes, it is indeed a photo book card. So this Irene actually completes this first page here. So we love to see that. Then up next, I do have this other Joy photo book card. So I think we are completing the photo book sets today. So we have a complete 1 and 2 set of the photo books. So those are all good to go. Sminis, I think that's what these are. These are also good to go. So we're looking good there. This next page is completely full as well. I probably have all, if not most of these Joys. All right, so I had to check the backs to see which card went where, but this is the light blue back Joy, and this is gonna go on the left. And then the pink back Joy is gonna go right in the middle here. And then I do also have the Cosme version Joy. So we are also finishing this page. This is the Cosme version right here. Perfect. And then I do have one Wendy card, and that is this Target card right here. All right, so this Wendy is gonna slot in right there, and I believe that's it for the Target set. Yes, it is. I'm still missing this Joy K-Town For You, unfortunately. I haven't really seen it too recently for a good price, so unfortunately just kind of standing by on that. And then I haven't decided yet what POB set I'm gonna do. I was poking around probably like a week, 2 weeks ago. I really wanted to do the Make Star set, like the pre-order benefit ones that were holographic, because those cards are really, really nice, but I couldn't find like all of them for a decent price. I was finding like Irene for $25. I couldn't even find the Seulgi. I was finding Wendy for maybe like 15 to 20. I was finding Yeri for actually relatively cheap. I think hers was under like 10 bucks. Joy, I don't think I could find. So those are kind of rare. Ideally, that's the set I want to get, but I think I'm just going to have to try to poke around a little bit more and find another complete POB or like fan sign set that is probably going to be a little bit more easy to obtain that I also like. But other than that, Cosmic is pretty much good to go. So obviously we made good progress here. Other than, you know, any more SMCU cards that I pick up in the future or like older era Red Velvet cards, we are like pretty much caught up with Red Velvet completely. So let's go ahead and put away the one Red Summer card that I have. All right, so this is the Red Summer section, and this is the Red Summer Irene that I have to put away, and this actually does conclude this era as well. So Once again, another older era complete for Red Velvet, and I absolutely love it. Still trying to complete some of the other sets, but this is the first set for Red Summer, and then this is the second one. So that is, once again, another set complete. And let's go ahead and put away the couple SMCU Palace cards I have now. All right, so this is the SMCU Palace section, and these are the SMCU Palace cards that I have to put away. So 1 Joy and then 3 Yetis. So what I had on this page before was just a page of 8, because those are all the SMCU Palace cards I had. So since I'm adding 4, that means I have 12, and so I'm just doing 2 6 layouts, 6-page layouts, whatever, 6 card layouts. I don't know why I always say page when I think of it that way, but that's the first page. We're not putting any cards on that page, but the last couple cards will go right here, just in age order. So I have this Joy, and then we're gonna put this first Yeri right here. And then the last 2 are gonna go on the bottom right here. Very nice. All right, so SMCU Palace coming along as good as it probably can. I have been poking around to try to find more of these cards. Unfortunately, they are still quite expensive. I was finding, I think I need 1 more Yeri card that I saw the other day that was like $7, but I didn't pull the trigger on it. But yeah, that's what SMCU Palace looks like. That's what Red Velvet looks like. I'm gonna grab my Seulgi Collect book real quick and just jump into that. All right, so once again, this is my Seulgi Collect book, and I do have 1 card to add to this today, but I will just give a quick flip through of all the cards I already have. I need to start being a little cautious because, as you can see, I only have, what is this, 5 more pages, so this might be like 10 cards worth. I know I'm going to be getting probably like 5 to 6 merch cards in all the merch that I'm going to be getting and acquiring shortly. So I want to save spots for those. So I need to just kind of like be mindful of maybe not buy so many like pops and special cards for Seulgi until I get those cards in here. But I do have 1 card to put away in this collect book today. And it is this Seulgi. This is a K-Town For You fan sign for Cosmic Era. And I have it in the thinner sleeve because that's what I use for this collect book. And it's just gonna go ahead right on this page here. All right, it's a pretty tight fit. I was kind of worried about how the card was bending a little bit there. But once again, just another little flip through here of all the Seulgi cards that I have. I am actually looking forward to picking up some Oogie cards to start putting in the G-Idle Collect book that I picked up from their world tour. But yeah, that is everything that I have for this Seulgi Collect book, so let's move on to the next binder. Alrighty, so the next binder I decided we're gonna do is aespa. We're gonna keep it in the SM family, and we're gonna go ahead and put away, I think I just have Hot Mess cards to put away today. So let's go ahead and flip to that section. Okay, so this is the Hot Mess section for my aespa collection, and I'm not entirely sure if we're finishing Hot Mess today, but I do have quite a few cards. So I have a couple Giselle here, and then a lot of Winter, and then this one Ning Ning card. I need to check the backs to see which versions go with which, so let me do that real quick. All right, so the limited edition cards are going to be the hot pink background, and so that's these cards right here. This Winter with the nice puppy dog, so I'm gonna go ahead and put her in the top right. And then we do have this nice Ning Ning doing the peace sign, and she's gonna go right there. And then these 2 cards I also have. These are the white backgrounds, so it's the poster version cards. That is this Giselle right here, and then also this Winter. They are both flaunting the nails in this photo card. I guess all of them are. I guess it's kind of like a theme of that photo card set. Very nice. So this page is completely done. And then it looks like we will be finishing Hot Mess Era because these must be the blue background. And I do have both of these, so Giselle and Winter. All right, so let's first put this Giselle up here. She's doing a cheek heart, and then we have this Winter in the boxing glove. All right, so Hot Mess era is all complete. We have the limited edition cards, the poster version cards, the jewel case cards, or the Hot Mess version, and then these are the Rakuten book POBs, I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that's all I'm collecting for Hot Mess. This is completely done. I want to just take a quick peek at Armageddon again. I have decided. I was going to say I haven't decided, but I have decided what POB set I'm going to collect here. And it's just going to be the K-Town For You fan sign POB set because they were decently priced and they were readily available, at least on Mercari Japan. So I decided that's the set that I'm going to pick up to fill out that page. And Armageddon is actually completely done, except for this one Karina authentic version. And I do think I have this on the way. I'm pretty sure I already purchased this, so that should be coming in the next haul/storing video. But yeah, aespa is coming along pretty good, and we are all caught up pretty much, and that's a good thing because they're about to come back. So looking forward to Whiplash. I've been checking out a lot of the teasers, and just the styling just looks absolutely incredible. It definitely is very Y2K-ish, like early 2000s, I feel like. So I'm very much looking forward to this mini album and very much looking forward to all the photo cards that they're going to release for it. But that is everything that I have for aespa, so now I'm going to go ahead and move to the next binder. Okay, so next binder we are going to go through is my ITZY binder, and we do have only one card to put away today, unfortunately, but that's kind of how it's been for this binder, I feel like, for the last, 3 to 4 months. So, unfortunately, we just have this Ryujin Special Edition V-Sign from the Mr. Vampire version. So that is this card right here. And I'm still trying to find green background Ryujin and green background Chaeryeong, but they keep eluding me. So unfortunately, we will have to wait a little bit longer for those. I am excited, though, that gold is definitely upcoming soon. I think it's going to be next week as I'm recording this video. And so we're going to be collecting OT5 for that fully, at least to the best of my ability. I'm not entirely sure. I pre-ordered all the albums from K-Town For You, and I'm honestly not entirely sure if they're doing a pre-order benefit. I kind of assumed they would, but I haven't seen any information, at least that JYP has released, and actually I haven't really seen any information that K-Town For You has released that they're doing a pre-order benefit. So I'm not sure if we're getting pre-order benefit cards for the gold comeback, but actually just watch the first MV teaser because that dropped today, and it seems like it's going to be like a pop punkish type style, maybe like, Avril Lavigne type song in like the mid 2000s or something like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, we're going to have an unboxing and all that fun stuff coming up on the channel very soon. But that is the one ITZY card that I have to put away. So let's move on to the next binder. And so moving on, we're going to do G-I-DLE next. And I do have a couple different eras to put away for G-I-DLE. So we're going to start with the 2 era, I believe, because I do have one lucky draw to put away. All right, so we are at the lucky draw page, and I do have this last Cleopatra Miyeon lucky draw from 2 era. It is a with Mew lucky draw. And so this completes this lucky draw set, and it completes 2 era as a whole for me. This is all I'm collecting for 2 era. That's all I have to collect anymore. So 2 era is officially done and dusted. Just a quick flip through here. And wow, 2 era just had so many photo cards. I feel like ITZY era was also the same. But yeah, that is 2 era. Let's go ahead and move to ITZY next. All right, so we have arrived at the ITZY era section, and I do have just about 5 or 6 photo cards to put away. So we have a couple Mions here, a couple minis, and then a Shuhua. These are all photo book cards. So since I know those 2 are photo book, these Mions are gonna go here. So I have acquired both the Beat 2 and Wave 2 cards of Mion. This is a Wave back. So this is gonna go in the top right. And then this is the Beat version card that's going to go right in the middle here. Very nice. So that is Miyun done there. I think the mini card that I have is a wind version card. Yes, it is. So this is the second wind version for mini, and then I do have one more wave version, I think, for mini. Uh-oh. I just realized something. Guess who accidentally picked up a duplicate? I did not know this happened. I didn't realize that I already had this mini. Oh well, I guess, I wonder if I bought it like in a set and I just forgot that I bought like one of the minis that I needed in a set and this card came with it. But I do already have this mini, so we will not be putting this away. We will probably be putting it in my sale binder and I will probably sell it. But this is the mini we were going to put away, but I already have it. All right, and then the last photo card that I have for ITZY right now is the Shuhua Wind version photo book, and so that is this card right here. And so we're gonna put that right there, very nice. This page is fully complete, and that's all I have for ITZY right now. Still need to pick up some Soyeon's. I was buying her photo book cards the other day, so those should be coming shortly. But this page is fully complete. This page is almost fully complete. These Shuhuas, I think I was also buying some of her photo book cards the other day too. But I need to get more photo book cards for Shuhua, as you can tell. Then we have the cassette cards, which are going to come quite slowly, unfortunately, just because they're not super popular on the secondhand market. But this page is almost done. We do have quite a bit of cassette cards on that page, at least, for Oogie and Shuhua. And then all the Polka cards are completely done already. This is actually really satisfying to already have complete. These are the pre-order benefits from K-Town For You and MakeStar. And then this is where we arrive at the World Tour cards that I set up. All right, so the World Tour cards that I have to put away are these right here, and we have 10, so it's 2 per member for these Polaroids. And then I have 2 unit cards, so a Miyun and Mini, and then Shuhua, Oogie, and Soyeon here. Those are going to go on the next page, but I got the unit cards from the collect book that I bought at the concert. So what I did here, if you remember, these World Tour 2023 cards from Free T were just on one page by themselves in a 5-person layout. So what I did was I'm just going to go ahead and basically make it a 3x3. So we're going to have Miyun's here, Mini's here, Soyeon's here, and then I made a second page here, Oogie's here, and then Shuhua's here, and then both the unit cards are going to be split up top here, and I will just keep that filler there, but I will take out the reminder post-it. So yeah, let's go ahead and put these away. So I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to the concept or whatnot. It's obviously the same concept stylistically, but it just looks like one is maybe slightly far away and then one is slightly up close. So I'll just keep the far away ones together in the same column and then the up close ones together in the same column as well. But that is where all of these World Tour 2024 cards are going to go. Very nice. And I also decided to move them. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I decided to move them farther back in the binder. They were actually in between, I think it was 2 era and the era before that, whatever it was. I can't remember right now. My brain is too scrambled, but it was in between those 2 eras. I just decided to move it back here to kind of just like keep the albums flowing together, like the album photo cards flowing together. And so I'll leave this as like a little barrier from the G-Idol group activity photo cards to like the G-Idol soloist photo cards. So that's what I decided to do there. Let's go ahead and put away the Oogie photo cards. So we have these 2 right here. And then we have Shuhua. All right, so those are the Pola cards. Obviously, the backs are the same. I'm gonna go ahead and take off this Post-it note real quick. All right, so we put the filler back in there, and then I'm just gonna arrange these in age order. So Mion and Mini can be on the left here, and then Magne line can be on the right. Very, very nice. All right, so the G-I-DLE World Tour set for 2023 and 2024 are both looking pretty good. They're definitely complete. I don't plan on buying any more cards for these particular things. But yeah, that is everything that I have for G-I-DLE today. As far as future photo cards you might see for G-I-DLE, it's probably just obviously the ITZY photo cards, but then definitely expect to see an uptick in the Oogie photo cards that I decide to buy. Because I'm now like basically getting fully caught up with a lot of my collections, you know, I'm very close on completing Red Velvet completely. I'm all caught up on ITZY right now, basically all caught up on G-I-DLE. I'm not really thinking about back collecting before I Love Era quite yet. I think that's still something in the distant future. But I'm pretty well caught up with SSERAFIM as well, which you will see in a second here. I already have a lot of photo cards for crazy. It is quite literally crazy. But because I'm getting to the point where I'm like running out of photo cards to like collect essentially, that's why I kind of just want to expand just a little bit more. Maybe pick up some Oogies for that collect book, and then obviously I've already started to pick up some Kiss of Life cards, and you will be seeing Kiss of Life collected OT4 on this channel very, very soon. Those should be coming in my next haul video. But yeah, I'm looking forward to basically having a lot of these collections done and dusted and completed to their fullest for the most part. So that is everything I have for G-I-DLE. I'm going to go ahead and get started on SSERAFIM because that is the last group we have to put away today. All right, so this is my SSERAFIM and miscellaneous binder, and I do have quite a few cards to put away. As you can see, this is a pretty big, giant stack. I want to say like at least 60% of the cards that I'm putting away today are SSERAFIM cards. But we do have a lot of Crazy Era, but then also Easy Era as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle through these very quickly. I will probably have to pull up a template for Crazy Era. I did fully set up, by the way, for Crazy Era already, so I will show that in a second here. But yeah, these are all of the SSERAFIM cards that I have to put away. I do have some Chaewon and Yoonjin's, as you can see. It's actually, well, it's not her birthday anymore, but Yoonjin's birthday was yesterday, so happy belated birthday to Yoonjin. And then these are all the Weverse like group cards and stuff like that. So yeah, let me go ahead and flip to the section in the binder. All right, so this is the easy section for SSERAFIM. It's obviously my top three, so Sakura, Kazuha, and Eunchae. I do believe we're going to be getting very close to completing what I'm collecting for Easy Era. So just a reminder, I'm collecting all three of the photo book cards, and then one of the compact version cards, just the selfie one, and then a Make Star set and a Music Plant set. So I believe we are going to be getting very close to completing that today. Then what I did for Crazy Era, I decided, like, first of all, what I was going to collect, and then of the cards that you've already seen me put away, I've just put those in their places, which you see right now. So, like, you've already seen me put these away in a previous video. I just moved them around a little bit to flow with the actual layout of what I'm doing. But as you can see, I have the photo book cards 1, 2, and 3 on the first page here. Then I'm going to be collecting the 2 Weverse A cards, the 2 Balaclava versions. One of them's going to go right here. One of them's going to go on this next page right here. And then the other Weverse cards, the B1 and the B2 versions, all for Sakura, Kazuha, and Eunchae. And then on this page, I decided I'm going to collect the compact selfie and then the compact Pola. I'm just going to basically not collect and get rid of the compact because there's a third version. It's basically like a concept card. So I'm just going to worry about the selfie, going to worry about the Pola, and then these are all the Target cards, which I already have because I pulled them in the Target albums that I got. So those are going to go right here. I just decided to nix the concept card compact set because it would have been 10 sets and that would have given me an extra page, and I just didn't want to have to collect like 2 more sets of my top 3. So I was like, you know what, they're just concept cards, you know, they're album cards, but whatever. It's whatever. My collection, I do what I want. All right, so let's go ahead and start putting away some easy photo cards here. I have a good amount of Sakura. All right, so I do have each of the Sakura photo book cards, and what I love about these easy photo cards is that they have made it incredibly easy for them to put away, because look at what it says right there. Volume 1. I don't have to look at a template to see which photo card or which version this photo card belongs to. Thank you for doing that. I don't know whose idea it was to decide that, but thank you. So we have volumes 1, 2, and 3 here in order. This is a little bit off center, so it's gonna bother me. And so those are Sakura's photo book cards. And then we do have the last 3 cards for Sakura here as well. So we have her compact, we have her Make Star, and we also have the Music Plant card. All right, so this is the compact card with the makeup brush. Then we have this absolutely gorgeous Make Star card that is holographic, which we absolutely adore. Gonna put that there. And then we do have this Music Plant. I can't remember if it's a pre-order benefit or a fan sign, but it is a Music Plant card nonetheless, and we're gonna put that one in right there. All right, so Sakura is completely done for Easy Era. Let's see what Kazuha we have. All right, so for Kazuha, we have 2 photo book cards. We have version 1 and version 3. So this is the volume 1 card. Put that in the middle. And then this is the volume 3. Goes right there, perfect. And then I do not have the compact or Make Star card yet for Kazuha, but I do have this Music Plant card. And this is the Music Plant card right here. Very, very nice with the lollipop. Put it in right there. And now let's look at Eunchae to see what we have. All right, so for Eunchae, we do have all 3 of her photo book cards as well. So we are going to slot these in. This one goes in the top right. And then this one's gonna go in the middle right. And this last one here. Boom, awesome. So this first page, almost completely done already. I feel like I haven't been collecting easy photo cards for that long, and I already have the photo book cards virtually done, so that's cool. And I do have the Make Star card and the Music Plant card for Eunchae as well. This is the Make Star card, also holographic. Just absolutely love that. Gonna put that in right here. I actually did buy the Kazuha Make Star card, but it got canceled on me, so I had to rebuy it from someone else. And this is the Music Plant card of Eunchae and her orangish yellow lollipop. Very nice. So the Music Plant set is fully complete. Still waiting on 2 compact cards, 1 Make Star card, and then 1 photo book card. But Easy Era for my top 3 is coming along very, very smoothly. And so now for Crazy Era, I believe a lot of what I have, actually like probably most of what I have, is the Weverse and Balaclava cards. I don't think I have any more photo book cards as of right now. I haven't even started like purchasing those. So I need to look at a template and figure out exactly what I have. So I'm gonna go check that out. All right, so looked at a template, and this is what I have for the first page. So I have a couple Weverse cards, and then I do have all 3 of the first Balaclava version set. I actually think I will have every single Balaclava version card, because I believe Balaclava version, like the album version, comes with all the cards anyway, just like by default. So you don't need to worry about collecting them secondhand. But we're gonna go ahead and store these away. And I was trying to think of a way, which I didn't end up figuring out, but I was trying to think of a way to maybe try to get these different sets and versions altogether in terms of like stylistically. But it just wasn't really working out with everything that I was coming up with. So there's probably going to be it's not going to be super cohesive in terms of style is what I'm trying to say. But hey, it is what it is. I think this is the best way I could kind of make it work in my head. So that's kind of what I'm rolling with. I'm also not the type of collector to just like rearrange things. So like once I set things in stone and like set a template up, I just go by that template. It is what it is. Like it will not bother me in the future whatsoever. So this is what we have for the first page. Let's go ahead and look at what I have for this page. All right, so this is what I have for page 2, and I actually did make a mistake. There was another card on page 1 that was supposed to go there. That is this unche, which I just realized I do have in my possession. So I will put these away, and then I'll flip back to page 1 quickly just to put that unche away. But we do have the Weverse B1 card for Sakura. And just to go back to what I was talking about just prior to this page, I don't say like, oh, I'm not one of those collectors that moves things around constantly or whatever. I don't say that as like a bad thing. If that's you, like go ahead, by all means, like it does not bother me and I don't like look down upon you. It's just not the type of collector who I am. Like once I set things up in a certain way, I'm just like, all right, that's it. I'm cool with it. Like, I'm not going to go back and rearrange it a zillion times. But we have this Kazuha here in the center, and then we are going to finish this page off with this unche. Very nice. All right, so this is page 2. Let me flip back to page 1, and I do have this Weverse A1 card. Not A1 steak sauce, but this A1 Weverse version card for unche. Cool, cool. So, only 2 photo cards missing on this page already for Crazy Era, which is just wild to me, because I haven't done any secondhand buying to this point, so they're just all album photo cards that like I've pulled. And then page 2 also just has 3 empty slots, so we're looking good there. So top 3 is looking really, really good for Crazy so far. And then we do have the compact cards that I do need to pick up. I only bought 1 compact version, so that's why I just have this 1 card here. But I should be able to pick up all of those secondhand relatively easily. And then the target cards are sitting down there. And then so for these extra cards here, I just had 1 placeholder. I'm gonna have to do, I think it's 3 pages of 7. Yes, it's 3 pages of 7. I'm just gonna arrange these in age order. So I have Chaewon and Yoonjin, and I'm gonna put them in age order here, not really in any particular order. Other than that, I'll put the group cards after that, of course. This is the target group card, which I have sitting at the end here, but let me go ahead and just grab these cards. All right, so just one by one, I'm gonna go ahead and slot these in each of their respective pockets. And if I do ever decide to collect OT5 SSERAFIM in the future, Crazy Era will definitely be very easy because I, as you can tell, have quite a lot of extra Chaewon and Yoonjin photo cards. So if that is something I decide to do in the future, we are going to be absolutely cooking. All right, so this is page 1 done of my Chaewon and Yoonjin. And then the second page here is also going to start with more Yoonjin. I do not know what versions these are, but these are predominantly Weverse and Balaclava versions as well. So we're going to put these next to each other. I think that might even be, yeah, I think that's the same concept, so that works. And then we have this card here with the green star on her eye. I think that's a star. Yeah, it's a star. All right, and then the group cards begin. So I think a couple of these are QR cards, and a couple of them are just like normal backs, if I do recall. I gotta say, I don't love how there's like consistency with the group cards. So like this card is supposed to be like this, obviously because the backs match. So that means it's supposed to be facing this way. But if you look at this card, it's facing the other way, but it's also, well, that's actually the QR card. But I still don't like how it's supposed to be like this, because obviously if I flipped it the other way, the QR card would be upside down. So I still don't like how like there's not consistency there, but whatever. I'm just being picky, I guess. I don't know. And if I'm also being honest, I'm just not like a huge fan of horizontal cards to begin with, which is actually incredibly ironic because my ultimate bias is Seulgi, and she has quite a lot of regular album photo cards that are horizontal, like Summer Magic, and I think Day 1 or Day 2, and like RBB. Like she has so many horizontal cards. It's kind of crazy, but I don't know, man. I just don't vibe with the horizontal cards. Not my thing. All right, and last photo card of the entire video, if it will decide to go into the pocket. There we go. All right, so those are all the group cards put away for Crazy Era. There's a look at the backs. And yeah, so these are all the extra cards for Crazy. These are just gonna kind of sit by themselves. And I did put them in front of the extra cards that I already had. So these Fearless Japan, I think these were like merch cards for Sakura, and the extra Chaewon and Yunjins that I had for Unforgiven Era. I just put them in front of that. So that is where they're gonna sit for now and probably for the near future. I do think this is probably going to be the binder I start Kiss of Life in. We'll see how crowded this binder gets and how quickly that collection develops. I found that I'm already buying like different eras for Kiss of Life, so I don't know exactly how I'm gonna set up that binder, or at least those photo cards when I get them in. Because if you remember the way I did SSERAFIM, I like started with an era and I was like, I'm only getting cards from this era, and then I'm moving to the era before that, and then moving to the era before that. And when I caught up with the back collecting, I was like, okay, let me start with ITZY, and then I'll move forward from there. So I never collected out of an era. But with Kiss of Life, what I'm finding is it's very difficult to collect just one era because all of their cards are rare and expensive and pricey. And so I'm kind of just picking up what I can for cheap prices. And what it's leading to is a lot of different eras that I'm picking up for Kiss of Life at the same time. So I can't really be as regimented with how I collect them. So I'm not entirely sure. I don't see myself setting up for every single Kiss of Life era in this binder that I just fill in throughout time. I probably see myself just setting up a certain number of pages and just filling in the cards in age order, I guess release order or whatever, until I can get enough cards to actually set up specific eras, and then I'll adjust the cards, you know, once I get to that point. That's kind of what I did with Red Velvet. So if you're familiar with how my Red Velvet collection has grown over the last year plus, that's kind of what I plan on doing with Kiss of Life, because like I said, there's no sticking to one particular era with Kiss of Life. That's what I'm finding, because their photo cards are just too, you know, they fluctuate too much essentially. But anyway, wow, I've actually just talked for like a solid like 2 to 3 minutes straight. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking. I have all the photo cards that I was gonna put away. They're put away. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pick a spot to end on, and then I'm gonna outro. Okay, so that is everything that I have for you guys in this storing photo cards video. We're going to end on this ITZY page here because they are going to be the next comeback. I believe it's on October 15th they come back. I also think Kiss of Life also comes back on the same day. They did release a pre-release single, which I absolutely love. I think it's called REM, if I remember correctly, or REM. But love that song so much. I can definitely see myself listening to that song quite a lot coming up here. And then I think aespa come back on the 21st, the week after. So it's going to be a very busy time on the channel, kind of like late spring, early summer was. So definitely look forward to a lot of unboxings, an ITZY unboxing, an aespa unboxing, Kiss of Life photo cards coming in my next haul video, all that good stuff. And as I mentioned earlier, a video that I do plan on filming is all the Red Velvet merch that I'm going to be getting. So the Red Velvet World Tour merch and then the Red Velvet 10th anniversary merch. So that will be its own video. It probably won't be a long video, but I did just want to go ahead and make a video for that when I do get the rest of that in my possession. But yeah, with all that said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. So once again, thank you guys for watching all the way to the end of the video if you did, and I will go ahead and see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.